All right, so I just got out of work about a half hour ago, 45 minutes-ish, and we're gonna go skate a park that I've already been to. This is in Willard, Ohio, and we're also gonna be skating a new board. My old one's sitting underneath that one right now. I don't know how well you can really see it, but I had a new one sitting around, so I just wanted to get that one set up just so I could just have something different to skate for a bit. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I haven't gotten to have a real session in, I want to say like 3 weeks. It's whenever I made that last video where I was skating that park in Medina, Ohio. But like a week later, I didn't even know I was going to be getting to skate at all. And then I had a little bit of time, but I just felt off. So I didn't really get to skate as much as I was hoping for. And then I didn't get to skate last weekend. So yeah, I haven't had a real session in like 3 weeks. So we're going to go ahead and get out. I'm going to grab all my shit and we're going to see what happens. The other nice thing is for not getting to skate in 3 weeks, this whole place is pretty much dead. So I'll actually have the whole park to myself for a little bit until somebody decides to show up. So this isn't like the craziest skate park ever, but it is pretty fun. There's this mini ramp over here that I believe is, I want to say 4 feet. So 4-foot mini ramp, I think. That's pretty wide. If I was going to guess, I'd say it's probably like 10 to 12 feet at least. You got the section back here. So you see there's a quarter right there and 2 banks on each side with a quarter in the middle. This long pyramid with a flat bar on top, square bar, and this whole side's angled iron, so you could use it like a ledge. Which in the last couple of years, in the last year, I think they repainted a lot of the sides of this because down here used to be completely open, so that whole patch plywood wasn't there before. But a little mini spine right there. Yeah, another bank over here with a quarter that's got like a smaller section to it, so you can kind of grind over the top if you want. There's a small manual pad, a kind of weird pyramid setup where there's stairs on the other side, and then there's a small round flat bar over here, which, let's see. So yeah, and that about does it for this park. And also, I know I said the manual pad's right there, but if you've seen any of my videos or Instagram posts, I like to use this as a manual pad as well. And before we really jump into the skating, so I don't really talk about board setups much, but I figured, like I said, I got a new board setup, so I think every time I get a new setup, I'm going to kind of talk about it a little bit. I don't know every single detail about these boards. I'm not bad with some of the small details, but we'll start with this top. So I'm using DKL rubber grip tape. This is the second time I've been using this now, because I've actually been hooked since the first time. So this is my second board right now that's using it. But for the board itself, since I ride for Punisher Skateboards, this is Dave Smith Pro Model for Punisher, the tagger, which you can't really see it because since I'm using deck rails, his signature is actually right on the pant leg of that one. But this is an 825 and it's a 32-inch long board. I don't know in terms of actual hardware. Like, I can't remember what brand hardware this is. Same with the deck rails. I want to say they might be Bones. But then I've got Punisher trucks for size 825 to 85 boards, and I've got Bones bushings in there. And then Fred Gall Guess Model 550 wheels. 54 millimeter originally. They might be worn down slightly now. And I've got Bones Reds bearings. And that does it for the setup. So let's get into skating. I also decided to bring out the big tripod this time so I get some different angles. So we'll try to set something up, and I'm going to start with doing some manuals down here across the bottom. Nothing too crazy, but I'm just going to do some basics. Alright, so first session in 3 weeks, new board. Let's do it. Manuals are definitely one of those tricks that, like, when I'm warming up for the day, if my manuals feel right, I know it's going to be a good session. Or at least a decent one. And the manual and those manuals didn't feel bad, so I think we're going to be good. bubbles under the grip. I'm not the best with applying this stuff yet. But I think we get the half cab nose manual and then we'll move on to something else. I usually like to pop like in here, so I just wanted to move it over, give myself some more room. Not that I didn't have room, but that crack's like throwing me off. They don't feel bad, I just gotta get it. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to land that. I didn't know if I was going to go forward fakie, but I took it. I'm just happy I landed one because I haven't done that trick in a little bit. Alright, well, I actually skipped the main in a minute, but I think I want to mess around and do some tricks over the spine. Nothing super crazy or tech, but just some stuff that feels good. So I'm going to set this up about here. Get this angle fixed a little bit here. Apologize for the shakiness. All right, let's get to it. Try, I've never done it over a spine or even like a small one. Do the half cab rock and then go 180 over. So it's like a full fakie 360. I don't think it'll be that hard, but let's see what happens. I can't wind up enough to get over it properly. Let me try just like a switch rock, like switch front rock to get that rotation. And just see how it feels. Actually, I don't think I've ever done just a switch front rock. I've done like fakie rock and turn front side, but closer. I'm gonna drop and switch just to do it. Actually, I might just roll the bank and come back or something. Oh, it's right there. Okay. All right. Next try is all or nothing. And the next one, we're gonna do the half cab version over the spine. We're gonna do it. So this try, I'm gonna fully commit. Okay, so I know I said that try, but this next try is the one I meant. I didn't have enough speed for the last one, so this is the try we're gonna commit fully. Did I say that try? I mean the next one. Alright, so like I said, since I did that one, the next try for this coming over, I'm gonna full commit. That was nice. How do you know what to go to next? Try some chill mini ramp lines. Actually, I need to fix the feet first. So I definitely don't feel bad, but I have to tell my legs are a little like shaky and stuff from not like really skating in 3 weeks. But so far so good. Yeah, sorry, I'm winded and already getting warm. So I think it was like 80 something outside right now. which for some people it's not bad, but I don't know what it is. My body just doesn't handle heat the same way anymore. I'm like ready for fall weather here in Ohio. But I'm just sitting in some shade for a minute, just kind of cool off, and then I don't know, see what we get into next. Okay, so this isn't something new that I'm gonna try. I've done this before, but I've never filmed it because originally I wanted to have a filmer with me if I did it, and I just didn't have the means to do it. But I think now that I know how to use keyframes for editing, so I can actually do like motion shots from a tripod basically, I think what I want to try to do, or try to film anyway, so like I said, I've already done this before, put a whole manual combo. So back there's a manual pad. So manual, drop manual, and bring it all the way to here, and then manual across top of this. And I think I'm gonna try to set my tripod up somewhere like this. Maybe like that. Yeah, let me try to set up and see what we can do. All right, so like I said, manual, drop manual, pop-up manual on this side. I've already done it here before, but I've never filmed it. And I'm gonna try to use keyframes for the shot, and it's either gonna look really cool or it's gonna look like shit, but either way, you guys will get to see it regardless. So let's do it. Surprisingly, I did that in about 5 minutes. But like I said, I don't know how it's gonna look. Like obviously I'm not gonna know until I edit this later. So either it's gonna look cool or it'll look like shit. But either way, if I can talk properly, either way, you guys can at least see that I did do it technically. So let's try something else. Alright, so I didn't end up skating at all the whole rest of that day. But I think what we're going to do for the rest of this video is I've been taking old puncture decks that I've skated. So this was the last one that I had set up. This is the Dr. Plague. And I've been sanding them down and just kind of having some fun with them. This one's a little bit different because the whole graphic got sanded off, but the logo in the middle. But these two were completely sanded down. And then I took like a cutout from a Punisher truck box and used it like a stencil. So that's how I did the logo on both of those. But this one was just already there. I just traced everything in black. But yeah, we're gonna do the same thing on that. We're gonna sand it down completely. And I think, I don't know if I want to leave it just plain wood color or if I want to make it white like I kind of started to do on that, which I might actually do that. That's starting to sound really cool. So I think we'll sand it down, get it painted white. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really indecisive. We'll see what happens after I sand it. Alright, so sanding is pretty much done. There's some little spots that I'm not gonna get too picky with trying to sand off because they were just being a pain. Like I went over this a bunch and I barely got it off. But there's more toward the top that I got off. But I think I'm gonna actually leave this just plain wood like this. And I'm gonna trace the logo on there and then clear coat it because I still have to clear coat a second coat on that, a first coat on that, and then a first coat for that. So let's go ahead and get that traced. Alright, so I got my cutout. So I use Punisher Skateboards trucks too. So this is just a cutout from the box. I cut these out and then I cut this part out so I can have the P. So all I'm doing for this part is just taking a Sharpie and doing my best to trace it and outline it. So I can't tell if, I think this might be drying out actually, this Sharpie. So we'll see how well this turns out in the end. And I just started doing this recently with the old boards that were like in still skatable condition. Yeah, I think this Sharpie's dying out. I might have to change the plan up altogether. Shit. Let me at least finish this and then we'll see. But I just started doing this originally just in case, like I'm still waiting on new boards to come in. So I still have something to skate, which is something that looks different. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this Sharpie's dying on me, I think. Because I can't tell. Okay, well, it's not too bad, but now is the trick of trying to get this line back up again so it doesn't look like complete shit. Yeah, it's like fading off bad, so the Sharpie might be dying actually. And I don't have anything else down here like that I know of. Might be because I've already used this on some of those other ones. That might be why it's kind of drying out. So like right now I'm skating Dave Smith's Tanker model. It's not a new graphic, but I've never had it yet. So like if that board, like let's say like I somehow break that board on the next session, which I highly doubt that would ever happen. But if I broke that board and didn't have a new board already, I'll just set one of these up and skate them because they're still skatable. So that's why I'm doing it, just kind of give myself something different. Okay, now I'll take this piece for in here. Just doing that on both of these. Say we got that. I don't even know if I want to try to black out the lettering because like this thing is just drying out so bad. I mean, I guess I could give it a try. Fuck it. It's just okay. You know what? Hold on. So let's see. Try to darken this up better. This one's also been sitting in my car for however long. So this might just be a botch job. Fuck it. That's disappointing. I'm just gonna make it solid blue and then be done. so that'll do it for this one. There's not really much else I can do right now, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.